it's Minerva. Welcome back to the Mysterious Ripley House. Let's dive right in with episode 11, shall we? Episode 11 of the Mysterious Ripley House. Bianca, Raphael, and Audrey all stood in the basement with Jim the vampire. Tim, if you remember, was off with the troll, going with her to her secret lair to see if he could learn more about why the four children had woken up in the Mysterious Ripley House in the first place. The other three had to decide whether or not they would try to guess the name of Jim's coffin. If they did, he would be set free from his coffin and be able to walk around whenever he wanted. It was a risk, of course. Vampires are, in general, dangerous, and Jim would be able to move a lot faster if he wasn't stuck in his portable coffin. "I think we'll try to guess your coffin's name, Jim," Audrey said. "Oh, thank you," Jim said. He took off his top hat and nodded to Audrey. "If you guess right, I'll be free, and I'd like that ever so much." Bianca squinted at Jim, meanwhile. Bianca couldn't tell whether or not she trusted Jim or not. He seemed nice, but he was a vampire, and vampires weren't supposed to be nice. "Well," Audrey said, "you said it wasn't Belinda, but it was something like that." "Is it Linda?" Raphael said. "Alas, no," said Jim. "Oscar? No." "Is it actually Belinda?" Audrey said. She scratched her head. "No." "Is it something like that? I mean, is that the name?" Bianca said. "Something like that." "Dear me," Jim said. "You children are awfully clever." "Too clever for me. That's quite brilliant." He scratched his head. Bianca felt hopeful. "But no," Jim said. "None of those were right." "You mean we failed?" Audrey said. "Oh yes," Jim said. "For now, at least, you have not successfully guessed the name of my coffin." "Oh," Bianca said. "Which means I am not free," Jim said. "And you don't owe us a favor," Raphael said. "True," Jim said. "And for the time being, I will have to move extremely slowly." "Are you going to go back to sleep?" Bianca said. "No," Jim said. "I fancy a snack first." He yawned. "Banana and peanut butter, probably. Do you know the way to the kitchen, by any chance?" "Is there a kitchen in the basement?" Bianca said. "No," Jim said. "Oh," Bianca said. "Then we'll have to go back upstairs." "Oh, no," Jim said. "I hate the basement, and I hate finding my way back upstairs. It's so hard." Raphael's eyes lit up. "If we helped you get upstairs," Raphael said, "would you owe us a favor?" "I suppose so," Jim said. "No, in fact, I know so. It's hard getting upstairs." "Done," Raphael said. "We'll help you get upstairs, and you'll owe us a favor." Audrey coughed loudly. Raphael," she said, "may I speak to you privately for a moment?" They shuffled off into the corner. Bianca came too. "Why don't we just ask him if he'll help us find the key?" Audrey said. "Because he's a vampire," Raphael said, "and I'd rather that he owed us a favor before we ask. What if we ask politely and he refuses, and he doesn't want to tell us so badly that he runs away from us so he never has to help us? If he owes us a favor first, he can't run away." Audrey sighed. "Fine." They returned to Jim. "Jim," Bianca said, "we are going to lead you upstairs in exchange for a favor. Come along." With that, Jim shuffled down the hall after Bianca, Raphael, and Audrey. Bianca started out confidently at first, following the trail of stickers. Soon, however, they came to a crossroads with no sticker, and Bianca didn't know which way to turn next. "This is where I stepped on the sticker," Raphael said. "We'll have to just take a risk and decide whether or not to go left or right." Bianca couldn't remember which direction they'd come from, but she noticed that Jim was acting funny. He sniffed the air and looked nervous. "Ooh, let's not go left," Jim said. Jim was acting suspicious. "It's not nice that way. It's definitely not." Bianca thought that was odd. Either Jim was very scared of something, or he was hiding something. All right, friends, that is the end of episode 11 and a great jump into the week of a brand new week of the Mysterious Ripley House. Today you have to vote and decide, should the children go left towards what's making Jim nervous? And tomorrow, should we continue with them, or should we find out what is happening with Tim and the troll? All right, friends, that is all for today. Remember to vote, remember to tell a friend about the adventure, and complete your mission of the day, which is to make a pillow fort and sheet cave, which I did today, and it was just fantastic. All right, friends, please stay brave, and please stay buoyant and bouncy, and bold. And I will see you guys tomorrow.